Hey, have you ever noticed something weird about Patrick Star? I mean, we all know and love the big, pink, lovable doofus from SpongeBob SquarePants. He lives under a rock. His best friend is a sponge, and his life goals seem to revolve around jellyfishing and napping. But what if I told you there's a moment in the show, a tiny, almost forgotten detail, that suggests a much, much deeper story for Patrick? Let's go back to the episode, That's No Lady. The main plot is about Patrick disguising himself as a girl, Patricia, to hide from a scary salesman. It's classic SpongeBob chaos. But there's a scene in that episode that just hits different. SpongeBob and Patricia are at the Krusty Krab, and Mr. Krabs, trying to flatter his new customer, asks where she's from. And this is where it gets interesting. SpongeBob, thinking on his feet, blurts out, "Oh, she's from far away." But then Patrick, leans in and whispers almost sadly, "Bikini Bottom's the only home I've ever known." Hold on, let that sink in. Bikini Bottom's the only home I've ever known. It's played off as a quick line, but it completely changes how we see Patrick. Because we, the audience, know that's not true. We've seen his parents, we know about his family history, but more importantly, there's an entire episode, Patrick's Staycation, where he goes on a massive, elaborate trip. Remember? He packs his bags, says a tearful goodbye to SpongeBob, and embarks on a vacation that's really just him going back and forth between his rock and SpongeBob's pineapple. It was a huge event for him. So, why would he say he's never known any home other than Bikini Bottom? This is where the fan theories start to get wild, and honestly, kind of compelling. One theory suggests that Patrick might be suffering from some form of short-term memory loss, which, let's be honest, would explain a lot about his character. His constant confusion, his simple-mindedness. Maybe it isn't just because he's dumb. Maybe there's a genuine, tragic reason he can't hold on to memories. Even significant ones like leaving home for the first time. The Patricia line wasn't a lie. In that moment, he genuinely believed it. His staycation adventure was just gone, wiped from his memory. Another, even darker theory is that Patrick has some deep-seated trauma associated with leaving his rock. Think about it. His staycation was a disaster. He was lonely, scared, and miserable without SpongeBob. Maybe the experience was so negative that his mind completely blocked it out as a defense mechanism. The thought of ever being anywhere else, even for a short trip, is so terrifying that his brain literally rewrites his own history to protect him. So when he says he's only ever known Bikini Bottom, it's a psychological wall he's built around himself. It's just one line in over 20 years of the show. It was probably just a throwaway joke written for a quick laugh. But isn't it more fun to think that maybe, just maybe it's a clue? A tiny crack in the goofy facade that reveals a much more complex and even tragic character than we ever gave him credit for. The lovable oaf under the rock might just be the most mysterious character in all of Bikini Bottom. Next time you watch, keep an eye out. You never know what you'll find.